Peace, love, and understanding, y'all. It's Zamandel, the YouTube and I67A. What's up? Um, just come stream real quick. Ain't really doing too much. I think I got a lot of them technical difficulties that I was messing up with. I got that situated, got it taken care of. So we gonna try to just spin through like 2-3 topics. Nothing crazy. I'm feeling nice today, man. You know what I'm saying? It's early morning. Early bird get the worm. Hope everybody doing good. I'm pray for y'all. Hope y'all pray for me. And just some stuff I've been looking at. Let's see what's up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's gonna put us over to our last topic, guys. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
All right, so this is something that I went viral for a few months ago, and now it's back circulating. A young lady was talking to a gentleman, and he asked her, what was she having for lunch? He was gonna send her over some money, and when she checked her Cash App, it was $30. Now, the internet is in an uproar because, you got this side.
Why the internet in an uproar? Somebody explain to me what's wrong with $30. No, let me stop. Coming from a homie that would not send $30. I'm just saying though. I'm sending $30 for lunch. For lunch? Where you going? Where you going for lunch? $30 ain't enough for lunch? Where you going? Nah, hold on. Cause I'm looking for my lighter real quick. Sorry for the technical difficulties, y'all. Give me one moment. We gonna get into this. Where we going? Cause it gotta be we. If it's more than the 30, it gotta be we going out for lunch. You going out, I know, but I guess I'm gonna meet you there. Here, pre-order something. Something gots to give. And on top of that, before we proceed, where is my fire at? We're not gonna do that. Come on, alright. You know what's crazy? I'm so used to a mess. I'll put it in the spot that is designated and not even look over there for it. But yeah, $30. What's wrong with $30? Messed me up with that one.
Saying you should be appreciative for whatever the man give, and then you have the other side saying, if I'm going out to eat and I want an appetizer and an entree and dessert or whatever, send at least $100.
Right.
How do you guys feel? Should women be grateful for whatever a man?
At least $100 for lunch. Lunch? What you getting? Dessert for lunch? Lunch? You mean your lunch break? You only get how many minutes? An hour tops for a lunch break. What, you want a 5-course meal on your lunch break? Come on, man. And it's just you? Just you? You? Nah, let me not.
To her
Hold up before they answer this question. So this is similar to that Cheesecake Factory conversation. And Cheesecake Factory, around $30, I would say, that you have to spend, just on the young lady if it's a particular date. But notice the setup, okay?
Gangster, you could go to a good restaurant and only spend $60 if you don't eat. All you gotta ask for is water. And if you just let her eat, $60 tops plus tip. That one, tip included. Come on, man. If you let shorty go on ahead and bust down some food and you just take I'll just take the water. I'm not really hungry. I just want to, make sure you good. $60 tops, what you need the extra 40 for? What's the extra 40 for? I can speculate.
Okay? They're talking, there's an expectation of $100 for lunch.
$100.
Pay attention to the response.
Cash app.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna say yes.
Whatever he gives,
Absolutely not.
It's a thing.
Be
where
grateful
that
for
women,
whatever.
Okay, let's just
he
say
gives?
it's 30. We're gonna say 30. We're gonna give the 30.
What's the
You
30
going out to
for? What's the
You're going
30
out
for?
to dinner.
Okay, go ahead.
With your girls.
Wait, is it lunch or dinner? Because
I'm changing
They
up.
don't even know. Lunch or dinner. Am I sending you money for lunch or am I sending you money for your meal for the ending, for the conclusion of your 24 hours? Like, what we doing? Come on, what we doing? Don't even know what the hell they talking about. Why can't I have a studio like this? I'm about to get on my envious shit early in the morning. I know I should be saying my prayers right now. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lord, for waking us up. Thank you, Lord, for waking up my family. Thank you for my son, my girl, my mom's grandmother, my father, my family, my friends, my enemies, my co-workers, associates. Man, thank you, Lord, for everybody. I ask that you continue to cover us and you continue to guide us. Even though we are lost people, I ask that you extend your mercy to us and that it's close enough for us to grasp, for us to recognize, Lord, Heavenly Father, in your name, in your heavenly name we pray, amen. Amen, let's get it.
I'm making it
Okay,
spicier.
I'll let dinner because
lunch.
30 is not enough to even cover the valet. Hello, we live in
here we
Miami,
go.
Florida.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna say lunch. I'm gonna keep it on target. Now,
Let's-
If she's gonna include valet, of course that just pumps it up $20. What's the and then I guess what? I could just throw you a dub. Okay, you see how they do that? That's moving the goalpost for real. She just upped her stock $40 with that valet joint, and the extra 20 that's included in the $40 is just because shit. So what am I holding on to this last 20 for, huh? Chopped cheese.
do lunch because I feel a little better about that.
All right. So we're gonna take some of the spice away. We're gonna pour some water. We're gonna water.
We don't like advertisements around here. We don't. I gotta step up to that premium, man. Gots to.
We're gonna say 30. We're gonna give the 30.
What's the
You
30
going out to
for? What's
You're
the 30
going out
for?
to dinner.
Okay, go ahead.
With your girls.
Wait, is it lunch or dinner? Because
I'm changing. I'm making it spicier.
I'll let dinner because
lunch.
30 is not
That's
enough to
true.
even cover the valet. Hello, we live in
here we
Miami,
go.
Florida.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna say lunch. I'm gonna keep it on target. Now, I
Let's
want
do
to make it
lunch because
spicy.
I feel a little better about that.
All right.
She's
So
a
we're gonna
big
take some of the
drop.
spice away. We're gonna pour some water. We're gonna water it down and use the actual scenario. Okay. So it was lunch. $30. Are you gonna be grateful? Or
Whoa, $30 for lunch? Yeah. My bad. I thought the math wasn't mathing for a second. I mixed up the 30 and the 40. The 40 is like what you need the extra 40 for. Anyway, let's go.
should women be grateful for that?
Okay, I'm grateful that I woke up this morning, and I'm grateful for unexpected miracles and blessings, right?
Yes.
But
Amen.
$30 is an unexpected miracle and a blessing. I don't know if people think that should just grow on trees.
dollars to like. So he knows I'm going to lunch.
He knows you're
He
going to
knows
lunch.
my vibe. He knows how I like to move, and he only sent $30.
Lunch. Your best bistro ain't giving you a sandwich costing more than $30, and everything should be included. Even if you get the extra shit and you want to tip, alright. So what, 35? Because if you're spending more than $34 on lunch, come on now. Why? What? $34. Cool. So $30, alright. We just gonna go on ahead and concede to this propaganda that's engulfing the nation today. So boom, $30 too little. 35, because if you're spending more than 34, because that's tax included. Say you got a Sprite, little beverage, you know what I'm saying? Like $35. Okay, so 30 is crazy. But we still gotta be grateful, right? We still gotta be grateful.
I I just feel like maybe he doesn't know a woman of your caliber or a woman of your like how you like to move. So $30 to him was like that. Let me throw this out here and see if she's okay.
Caliber? It's a lunch. What woman of what caliber? You shit, piss, eat, sleep just like every other motherfucker here. What? I'm getting triggered.
Right.
Let me see your body.
Let me see. Okay, so you got to be grateful in the sense of thank you, baby. Like, don't make it confrontational. Oh, you should have gave me and you're not doing that. But it's very much so. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. You know,
Thank
I love
you.
it.
I'm very appreciative.
Yes.
Right. No, but you are not a faithful.
No, and I'm not even gonna say right then and there like, oh, it's a problem. But now I have to move in a way where he knows what I like and what I expect and what I do for myself.
Correct.
And if he sees that I'm moving this way, and he's thinking, damn, I see her,
I see
her
this
nails.
She brought up an interesting point. What she does for herself. So that's to say that she's spending $100. If she said at least 100, she's saying that she's spending at least $100 on lunch. If that's the case, better than me.
$30, her perfume be this just to go out.
Word.
Her hair, her. When she go out, she likes a Lafette Rosé. She likes something that's already gonna call.
Amen. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. You know
You gotta show a man how to treat you.
Definitely
do.
You gotta show a man how to
Definitely
treat you.
do.
So don't make it confrontational. If it's $30, just thank you.
Because men love to, she's so ungrateful. But what I will say is that people in general have this thing of humbling women. They have a thing of, you should be grateful for whatever he can do.
That's not humbling. That's reminding. You should be grateful. What's the alternative? Him inflate your ego?
Shouldn't. Absolutely not.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to say.
I'm not saying, like you said, be grateful that God woke you up this morning. Be grateful that God provided an extra little $30 for you to,
Unexpected blessings and miracles.
that's
Thank you,
cool.
Lord.
But I'm not going to bend over backward for a man that is just sending whatever he can, or, if he's not going to be my boyfriend, number one. But if I'm talking to him, next time I'm out and he says, you need something for lunch, I'm going to tell him, it's okay, somebody already sent me $100. So he...
Cash Stock Trading bot for 30 days.
Who sent you $100? Talk about somebody. Who? Your father? Uncle? Granddaddy? Or should we get into some other waters? Who sent that 100? Who sent that 100? I'm confused now. See how they give it up?
So that...
Before she gets into
I'm gonna let him talk.
more of her manipulation, oftentimes I get questions from older people that don't quite understand the dating culture as it exists today, and they just don't get why it is so difficult for young men to be dating, or why are so many young men considering legitimately going abroad, getting in a passport, going abroad, and finding a woman of value in another country. And I begin to break down the entitlement, the pure and utter entitlement culture that has been bred out of this degeneracy as permeated within the culture. We are legitimately living in a world where dating in the West is dealing with women with mindsets just like this. One of which that will accept your $30 gift, but behind closed doors doesn't like you for it, and will continue to accept your gifts, even though she says it right here that you're not going to be her boyfriend. Often
she'll accept that money, but she got a disdain for you. What that sound like? What that sound like? Huh? We're gonna talk about it, cause I'm here doing what I gotta do on a Wednesday morning. You know what I'm saying? So what we talking about? What we really saying though? Shorty gonna take that money but hate you. What that sound like? I'll let you fill in the blank.
Joke on this channel the idea of foodie calls, of women who just go up on dates with you just to get meals or act nice with you in order to get free things up out of you. But to be honest with you, what is the difference between that and stealing? If they know what your intentions are. But to be honest with you, what is the difference between that and committing fraud on somebody? If they know what your intentions are, but they're willing to accept something from you, a tangible good from you, but are not willing to give you what your expected or intended result is at the end of it, these people are scammers. These people are fraudsters and should be treated as such. But let's listen to the manipulative tactics that they'll use on their quest to have their lives financed.
That
you going for
the
the
next
juggler.
time, yeah, you got to, because it's better, like you said, instead of throwing a fit and oh my god and going on the internet, this nigga did this, that, and the third. It's better to just show him what real men are doing.
Yeah.
Right. And let me just piggyback off of that.
Okay, I want to say, let's see.
So you're not a real man until you can pay $100 for your ass to go eat
Yo, what the real men are doing is crazy for real.
at lunch for someone who you're not married to. This is just someone that you're talking to and are dating. That is these women's definition of a real man. It has nothing to do with integrity, morality. It's got nothing to do with your boundaries. It has nothing to do with how well that you're respected when you walk into that room. It has nothing to do with the hard job that you work day in and day out
None of
for,
that.
sacrificing life, limb, and or happiness to be able to provide for the people around you. It has nothing to do with any of these things. Having women like this define what a real man is an outcome of a fatherless generation. They have no idea what a real man is, except for the fuzzy feeling that they feel when the dude that they're currently fucking sends them $100 cash app so they can go eat their mangy meal. The fatherless generation is resulting in these women.
Mangy go crazy. Hello? Mangy. Yo, I was out in Ohio not too long ago, because it was a while ago, but not too long ago, right? And I'm here doing what I gotta do. I consider that. Seeing how, like, everybody else's life is just crumbling, when I'm thinking about the paths that I wanted to take, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm good where I'm at. So, I consider doing what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm living my book. I'm living my fate, living my destiny, all that cool shit. So now, I'm here working, you know, a job, 9 to 5, out in Ohio. It's a very lower cost of living state. You know what I'm saying? Than where I'm at now. I'm in New York. So now, boom. My mom had pulled up and she said, "Yo, why you working these mangy jobs?" She didn't use the word mangy. I think she used the word measly or something like that. And it's like, yo, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, measly, like, that's how you gonna talk to a brother trying to make his way out? But looking at it now, I can understand where she was coming from. But at the moment, it's like measly, like, yo, look where I'm at. I'm doing what I gotta do. And what I gotta do is measly to you is crazy. So just hearing that mangy meal, just that joint was, yo, trigger warnings, MTR. Mediocre. We need some trigger warnings, man.
Women treating the men that they're trying to date the same way that the government treats the man if they're not in the household. Simply as paychecks, simply as wallets. And it's sad to see.
Because I need to pull out my notepad.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let
Me
table
in that
spice.
situation,
Okay,
if we're being completely honest, right here, right now, we've all eaten lunch for $30.
Yes.
Let's start
100%.
Wait,
Well, the thing is that, yeah, you'll pay for yourself for $30 to go eat, but your expectation from a man is much higher. It's funny how
For
that happens.
lunch.
So we're not saying that we're
Like, it's
ungrateful.
not even
Right.
like
Food is
going
food
for
on the
food.
table. However,
It's
you know what the
correct.
standard
lunch.
is.
Correct.
Me in that situation, handling it with grace. Thank you so much, baby. I'm so
Yes.
appreciative. I'm gonna still take a picture of that bill and I'm gonna send it to him. Thank you for the 30. That was the tip. Here's the bill.
Passive
What's
aggressive.
up?
And then you paid it by yourself.
$30 tip is crazy, and that's coming from a nigga. I done tipped $100 before in my young dumb days on some. Hey, I got a job. I'm getting money, not knowing that. Damn, today I'm gonna need that $100 right now. I could use that 100 right now. That same 100 that I done tipped when I was young and dumb, I could look back right now and say, yo, I could use that right. I could use that right now. Hello, so. Crazy, very crazy. But I hear her.
Yourself. All you handle
Oh
is the tip.
no,
That's what you need to know.
You gonna wait for that?
I'm gonna wait for
Oh,
that Apple Pay,
man.
baby.
What's
I'm
the tip?
gonna wait for the ride.
And let me also add that wasn't for no lunch. That was for a dinner of 2. That a brother $100 tip that shit. A nigga would never on lunch. On lunch? Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with real niggas, man. From the towns, man. I ain't doing that.
You not paying nothing. You waiting on that Apple Pay to ching through.
No, but that's a
Thank
huge
you.
topic to where everybody want to keep women humble. Why would you come to a woman? Not saying this is me or anybody, but a woman making $100,000. She go out to lunch and she spend $150 on herself.
Wow, so now what these bitches is calling in part of my language, but yo, these motherfuckers is getting me tight. Y'all bitches making $100,000 a year? Cause y'all all talking as this is what y'all expect now. So now, I'm not even gonna say y'all all. You motherfucker, you making $100,000 a year? If you gonna talk about niggas coming to a motherfucker making $100,000 a year, she gotta prove that. She gotta prove that.
Why would you go to her and say, "Oh, well, a man, he took her to Applebee's. He can't afford where she wants to go, so she should just be grateful for that."
You
No,
can't
she
afford
shouldn't.
that.
Okay,
Okay,
she
so
never
this
talk
is
to
my
him
thing.
again.
I personally don't make $100,000.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying.
You see why I like correcting myself before motherfuckers correct themselves for motherfuckers like me. She had to go on ahead and say, yo, let me exclude myself from this fucking fantastical group that you here coming up with, that you here conjuring up. Which, hey, if you want to go on ahead and make $100,000 and you want to go on ahead and manifest that for yourself through fucking vocal affirmation, go on ahead. Go on ahead. But I appreciate Shorty for saying, listen, I don't make $100,000, so I'm not saying that 30 is too little. I'm grateful. Happy and grateful and blessed for the fucking fortunate things that occur for me. Like, that's what she preaching. I heard her.
But I'm saying,
Not yet. It's coming.
Exactly.
I'm at 99, but 99 and a half won't do.
What's so interesting about this portion of the conversation is that she's setting up parameters for when this doesn't work, right? But it is not actually her or any of these women. None of these women make 6 figures. So why are you including yourself in the scenario that you are not a part of? It's hard to have a conversation about these topics unless you will legitimately address these discussions with.
Because then if we're going to talk about it in that sense, then a nigga could go on ahead and say, yeah, Shorty, I'll have you eating Benihana's every single day once I get on. I'll have you in fucking, what's that, Roof Chris, every dinner you want when I get on. When I get that bread. If you gonna talk from that type of fucking perspective, like, word, like, I know I'm not bugging. I know we not bugging. I know niggas not bugging, bro.
Honesty. That was a dishonest way to consider what a woman should expect from a man. And it's also so interesting as well is that women will often shame high-earning men from wanting the most beautiful women and call them shallow for doing so. Meanwhile, if that woman is a high-earning woman, you will shame that man for providing what he can to that woman. You're so steeped in your bullshit that you can't even come to think through the double standards that you have set up for yourself. Let's keep going.
Now,
Right.
I'm going to accept it. I'm going to accept the 30. 30 is probably kind of like my threshold.
Yeah.
Because if my meal is $17.99 and you send me $17.99, I'm going to send that back. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not being great. I'm just not.
Let's do this brief intermission real quick. Make
let her know I have to leave early tomorrow.
Yeah.
Friday.
I gotta tell this nigga that I'm calling out today too, so. And tomorrow.
You're not coming in tomorrow? Or you're not going in tomorrow?
I'll try not to. If they pass it.
Well, I mean, see if you can use, like, do you have sick time?
No.
No. And I was gonna say, because you can use sick time, even though it's my mom, you can use sick time for that, because, you know.
I'm not really worried about the pay though. So if they just allow me to not be there, that's cool.
So if you can,
I don't
you could
care.
possibly do tomorrow too, so that I can just only have to leave early on Friday, that would be great.
Nah, yeah, that's facts. We gonna rip it out though.
Well, I mean,
Gonna be grateful and thankful for anything. Like you're gonna don't.
I'm
play
gonna
with me.
heart the message.
Yeah.
I'm gonna heart it. That's it.
Do not play with me. Do not. I'm sending that $17 back. Now 30, I could take that for because if you go to Starbucks, it's $24.
Yeah.
Even breakfast is damn near $30.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I go to the storehouse and spend it on pickle eggs and hot sausages. You know, hot sausages
Right,
are
we can still.
$1.25
We're
now.
not saying we can't eat with the
Yes.
30, but
So I
We
will
can't eat good.
accept
Yeah.
it.
You guys
but
begin to also understand why it is so much more profitable to create products for women, right? Instead of considering the ridiculous amount that you're paying for shit, they just go off and buy it. They become a consumer. Meanwhile, they're up to their eyeballs in debt. They're not making the type of income, as what they said before, to even substantiate $25 trips to Starbucks. And they come into these relationships being liabilities, being bills, offering no support while also belittling your manhood if you try to step up to the plate. But I'm trying to tell y'all, please, if there's anything, empty army, if there's anything that you didn't learn from anything, you have to stay away from women like this. Not all, but this is a large majority in the dating culture today. Stay far away from them. Investing into them, spending time with them outside of anything but ain't worth it.
Even if it's 50, like start somewhere.
I was gonna say,
But 30, what?
But go
Okay,
crazy.
at what number is it insulting? You know
this
what I
is
mean?
what I was gonna say.
To where you
that question.
right where you see me at, it can be a little insulting to be
It
like, yeah,
is.
he think I'm a.
I don't think women are only good for butt. That is a rhetoric that I sometimes say, but that's only when I'm mad and shit. I don't think women are only good for butt. I think it's emotional comfort and support as well, cause. But I do feel if a woman ain't providing that, then she is only good for butt. Like all the extra shit that she thinks she providing, if she ain't, that's what I agree with. If a shorty ain't what a nigga need, then she's only good for what's between her knees. And that's real shit. If she ain't good for what a nigga needs, she only good for what's between her knees.
what about what she needs? That don't matter.
But then she should get with a nigga that provides what she needs, just like a nigga should get with a shorty that provides what he needs. I agree with that. Huh?
I said as long as that's the rhetoric.
Yeah, of course. Accountability over everything.
$20 bill.
So
like,
well, let me say this. So for example, my man personally knows that sometimes I need that extra kick in the morning, right? So I might need like a coffee,
30 is
a
breakfast.
croissant, something, and he'll send me $30, right? Hey, baby, lunch on me or whatever. Because I know on my day-to-day when I'm working my job, while I'm also working my passion, that $30 get me moving and shaking.
Yeah.
Right. I think also, too, there's a certain expectation with the man that we're dealing with. If it's just, someone that you probably just met, he may not know. Of course
not.
the little 30, okay, thank you. Like, my friend gave me 30. I just met him yesterday or this morning. He shot me $30. That's nice.
Not, I just met him yesterday and now he shot me $30. Go crazy too. I go crazy.
That's cute. Yes. If you're my man, I'm gonna expect something. The expectation is different.
Depending on what's happening.
Yes, depending on what's going on. Yeah. Of course. Now, I ain't gonna lie. My man sent me $10 right now. Thank you, babe. Because I love my man. I love everything he do. And he done gave me way more than that. You know what I'm saying? So I know if he was to send a 30, we gonna go out to eat later. He's gonna cook dinner later. Like, this 30 is just for now. Just to eat for now.
Girl.
Oh, yes, my man cook. Oh, you're not in the close friends. I gotta put you in the close friends.
My man be cooking for her.
My man throws down.
Yeah,
Okay. My
It's
man
not
throws.
always gonna be. I just think until, depending on whatever situation, because you might have a man who's making that and it ain't nothing to send $100 every single day to you.
Yeah,
or you might be in a
Thank
position
you.
where your man is building and he's working, but he's also wanting to take care of you, whether it be your nails, your hair, throwing you $30 for lunch, throwing you $100, getting you hotel stays to relax because you had a long week. You know what I'm saying? Read the room, investing in your business. My man just got me my first MacBook Air, baby. And my man, because I was living the HP life.
Really? That's what. So we gonna compare a nigga throwing $100 for your lunch, because people eat lunch every day. So that's $100 given to you every day for your lunch. And I already explained how lunch should be able to be taken care of with $35 at most. We're not talking about at least now. We're talking at most a nigga should be giving you. If he's giving you, a nigga shouldn't even have to give you money for your lunch. That's an adult thing. But if a nigga giving you money for lunch and you're eating lunch every day, $35 at most. I'll give it that. This shit is getting out of fucking pocket. This shit is getting out of pocket. Shorty's is wildin' with this whole. Okay, we're gonna compare a nigga supposing to send. He's supposed to send $100. I don't know what the fuck anybody needs $100 for lunch for, but lunch. Motherfucker's supposed to send $100 for lunch. You're gonna compare that to a motherfucker getting you a MacBook Air? You could have said a new car. Even if it was a hoopty. Nigga got you a fucking Honda. He could have got you a car that costs less than a MacBook Air. And that shit would have probably sounded better. There's no fucking way. These motherfuckers is confused. And they confusing people. That's what they doing. They fucking bullshit.
Right. So I'm telling you,
it's
not. I got it for myself.
I
got it for myself.
Though. You
but
already
I'm
know.
saying, just like be appreciative. See what he's doing and how he's moving, and you can work with that. Don't be ungrateful for all.
And also,
sounds like a fucking predator. She sounds like a predator. Like, yo, see what this nigga is doing, and we could work with that. What? That's like me seeing what a shorty is up with, and I could work with that. I could work with that. Oh, she here, she working here. Alright. Not to say niggas don't do it, but when niggas do it, what does it look like? It look like this nigga preying on prey. He a predator, right? So come on, man. Come on, what are you doing?
I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me
Too
just
much.
be clear. You have to choose your man wisely.
Yeah.
Let's just start there. Y'all
Yeah.
be choosing these men out the depths of hell, and when he don't send you that $200 for lunch, you want to pout
you
and you want to
confused.
frown.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You put that man on blast for no reason, sweetie. You knew he was a $30 man.
Yeah.
You knew that.
Yeah.
Also, men, if you know that you cannot give
Not a $30 man. Yo. I ain't gonna disrespect. We ain't gonna disrespect. Cause now we out of pocket. Now we getting out of pocket. Shorty, there was a whole era when shorties was selling it in the morning time for $40. And that same 40 was paying for the eighth. The eighth back then cost 30. So they was really they really just wanted to smoke. They really just wanted to smoke. So they was selling their pussy for $40 and then buying the eighth with the nigga that they selling it to for the 30. So they really just sold it for 10. And then we really gonna still we 2024. No, we really just passed this era. Don't let COVID fucking confuse us or don't let COVID give us amnesia, bro. There was a whole era right before COVID when bitches was selling a pussy for $40. And that was just to buy a $30 eighth to smoke with the same nigga they was selling it to. So they really just sold their pussy for $10. And these bitches gonna come out 2024 talking about a $30 nigga? A $30 man? That nigga is $20 up. 3 years later. So no. Don't. No. We're not just gonna skip past that. If I gotta set a fucking record straight. Got me fucked up. These bitches these bitches got me fucked up, bro. Shorty really just said $30 man. I let everything else rock out. What's wrong with $30 for your fucking lunch? Cause he missing 10? God damn it.
$30, or if it's hard for you to give, then you need to date within your...
And that's another thing. Let's talk about it. If it costed more, niggas would do more. And that's a fact. Whatever bitches say they want, niggas going ahead, go to the fucking stars to get it. And then when they come back, bitches say it ain't enough. That's what makes George Bezos's and fucking Mark Zuckerberg's of the world. I done got billions of dollars and you still want to fuck that nigga with the bigger dick. That's crazy. That's what makes niggas realize, like, yo, I could go to the stars and the moon and it will not equate to what this motherfucker wants from me. When they talk about $30 ain't enough, yes, it does evoke that feeling, because now here it comes where this motherfucker saying, oh, if it's hard to give $30, it ain't hard to give no... Are you serious? It ain't hard to give $30. It's not hard to give $30 at all. But the question is, why is it so hard for you to go spend your own $30? Now the question then becomes, do you have $30? Then the question now becomes, why do you want somebody to spend their hard-earned money for somebody who ain't even worth getting up in the morning to make $30 for a motherfucking lunch? And they coming with kids. So now the $30, what? Is it 15? Why are you asking that? I just want to know. Am I also paying for his breakfast and his lunch with the $15 and the 15? Oh, no, I'm not. So now, how is he eating? Oh, now that you ask, his breakfast does really cost another $30. Oh, I'm hood. That's how you get caught up. That's how these niggas get caught up. When they got no proper home training and just get a lot of money, they don't know no better. Shorty say, yo, I need $30 on Thursday. Here you go. But what about Junior? Oh, now that you ask, Junior does need $40 for Friday. But I don't know where I'm going to get it from. Oh, I got you, baby. You know you rockin' with a nigga like me. Oh, thank you. And that's game. But, hey, what do I know? I'm just a father.
Date.
You
not
can
date date.
No, you can't.
Do not date.
But date with the woman that number
not
one
date.
does not have that expectation, or number two, it's in that range that will love and adore that $30. Will save that $30. Will frame that.
Love and adore $30. You see how she just goes to the extreme? You don't have to love and adore $30. You don't have to frame it. She's about to say a motherfucker will go frame it. What would be the point of giving you $30 that you need? That's a necessity right now for your livelihood right now, because lunch is a part of your livelihood. For your livelihood right now, what would be the point of framing the $30? But you see how they do. You see how they do. I'm gonna bring it back. Shorty said motherfuckers want a nigga that's gonna give them $30 and they go frame it.
That will love and adore that $30. Will save that $30. Will frame that $30. Will bathe with that $30. Will masturbate with that $30. Like, be with that woman, because it is a woman out there that will appreciate it and that will love it. But
Entitlement, the selfishness, the arrogance,
the disrespect. Like, yo, like the disrespect, like, yo. And then I don't know what she expects. Like, all right, you know what? I do know what she expects, and it's like the trail of chaos that she leads is the shit that fucks me up. Cause it's like she expects motherfuckers to hear that and say, "Oh, $30 isn't enough. All right, fuck it, bitch. I'm gonna give you $300. Yeah, you gonna love that, right? Take that." Take that, take that, take that.
Not take that, take that, take that.
And that's what she's trying to like manifest out of telling motherfuckers, yo, okay, yeah, $30, okay, But in all actuality, real niggas here, oh, $30 ain't enough. Well, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. What the fuck you talking about? If $30 ain't enough, I wonder how Zero gonna sound. Talking about, oh, you gonna send just 30? Well, that's nice, but this nigga sending 100. Okay, cool. You would have had 130 if you would have shut your fucking mouth tomorrow. But since you said that, I hope that $100 suffices. And bitches go say, of course, until they need that $30. And here go that $30 man. That motherfucker is always just clowning. Now he on the back burner, still gonna take the money. But look at what she just said about this thing. When she needs the $30, it's all good. But when she got a nigga that's gonna give her 100, man, listen.
You got to think about the decades of propaganda and conditioning necessary in order to make this a comfortable conversation to be having, to be putting out on blast. This is why content like what I upload gets so much controversy clicks, I guess you can say, because we haven't seen men speak up and say what they want ever in popularized media. But we do it up here on a decentralized platform such as YouTube in a way to really critically think about the culture as defined today. Content like this has existed in several different forms to the extent of emasculating men or declaring what a real man is, while at the same time boasting what is probably untrue, men sending $200 for dates. It's almost like when you watch these circles.
$200 for dates?
If you haven't made money with AI yet, don't worry. AI is the biggest wealth building opportunity in U.S. history.
It's almost like a competition of who has or who can be sent the most amount of money. And my response to those men is like, listen, do whatever you want to do at the end of the day, but are you able to send that money because all of your ducks are aligned? Everything is in order. Your purpose is solidified. Your masculinity is honed. Or are you being a simp, paying for things for ungrateful women that don't deserve it, that think of you purely as a wallet? Average earning women expecting you to be in the top 5%. And if you are
average women, not average earning, fuck the earning part. Average women expecting average men to pay for their luxury. So fuck a man having his own yacht. Nigga, when you make your 401k, name that boat after me. Don't name it after nobody else. Fuck your son, fuck your daughter, fuck your mama, fuck your grand. Name it after me, nigga. With the proverbial gun to the back. Name that shit after me, nigga. Cause when it comes down to it, that's what I'm gonna tell the judge. That's my boat because it got my name on it, nigga. Cause you put my name on, put it on my name. Put that shit on the boat. God damn, man. God damn. I had to tap in and tap out. Scary reality. Scary fucking reality.
And are not generous about it, then you are not a real man. Let's take another look. What are men really getting for paying $200 for a damn lunch? Very used box, tattoos. You know what I also think? A lot of these women.
I don't got no problems with the tattoos. I do got a problem with used box though. I got a high problem with used box. A high problem these days. Like within the past week, I'm on some type of time. Like yo, hearing all this shit I'm hearing on social media, motherfuckers got a lot of fucking nerve. Pardon my language. Got a lot of nerve. Wanting guys that make $1 million a year, $500,000 a year, $250,000 a year, or even $100,000 a year, $80,000 a year, even. No, 80 is cool because if a nigga in his regular industry goes and strives and conquers, he's making that easily. 80,000 ain't that hard. If you making 30, it's not that hard to just make the other 50 by making certain sacrifices and commitments and shit like that. But when it comes down to shorties that want the 100, 250, 500, $1 million a year, and then you ask, yo, what's the nigga getting for? Because at the end of the day, it sounds like shorties is naming a price. If you ask me, if you ask me, it just sounds like shorties is naming a price. Well, it's worth this, and it's worth that, and it's worth this. Heard you. And they could sugarcoat it as much as they want. Oh no, I just want to make sure he's financially stable, and this is the type of money that shows financial stability. Cool. And even for the shorties making that type of money, cool. My whole stance is this nigga getting something that nobody else has gotten? Like, he could pay for a new car. He could pay for a new house. He could pay for a house to be built. Could pay for all of these things with that same amount that you're saying he has to earn. Fuck spend. Don't even care what he spends yet. Because he has to be able to earn this amount. Which means that he has to be able to... But we're not even getting to that. So the fact that he has to earn this amount, and he can get all these new things. New things. The point of getting a home or getting a car that's untouched, and though some people would say, oh, it's not a good idea to get a car that's new, you should get used cars. Then it's like, we're not even going to play into comparing women to cars. What we're going to compare this to is a nigga going ahead and striving, earning bread, to now, if you spend something on something, you ultimately earned that thing as well. So what am I earning? Are you now trying to place yourself amongst the new Lamborghini, amongst the new home, amongst the new clothes, jewelry, amongst all these new facets of life that comes with higher earning? I've earned you, and what have I earned with that? With the new car, I earn fucking whatever I get from a new car. Whatever feeling comes from being in a new car. You get your new digital display and your Apple Play, and from a new home, you get the comfortability. You have shelter. You have a place to go to after a long day, after a long night. You got somewhere going ahead. New furniture. You can rest your head on a bed knowing nobody else is laid on this bed. But now here goes someone, but I want to go on ahead and say that this someone is now proposing themselves as a something when they say that, yo, I want to interject myself into this life because I'm wanted in some facet. Okay, other than the facet that you're wanted in, what is this nigga earning? Is he earning problems? Is he earning a maid? Some women say, yo, I don't want to be a maid. Okay, cool. Some other rich motherfuckers have lost their mothers. And they want somebody who can console them at night after a long day in their big house. and they just want somebody who can provide something that the 24 acres cannot. And here goes a whole fucking community. I ain't signed up to be this nigga's mother. To tell him it's gonna be okay. It ain't gonna be okay. And I'm gonna let him know that. Damn, you don't know that already? The nigga done had to fight the world to make millions of dollars. This nigga done had to fight the world to make thousands of dollars a week. This nigga done had to make the world to make. This nigga done had to fight the world to make hundreds of dollars a day. You don't have to understand what the fuck hardship is, and he has to come home to what he's earned. To more. Come on, man. I don't gotta explain this shit. Why I gotta sit here and explain this shit? This shit ain't hard to understand. It's not that fucking complicated. Motherfuckers try to make a complicated nigga's life more complicated. It's not that hard to understand. It's not. I really just had to go through the whole process and then come to the end of the process to realize that why do I have to explain this shit? What?
Hello.
God damn, I'm good.
And judge themselves on what they look like with the face filters, with all the makeup, with the hair that adorns their head that isn't theirs, shaped in baby hairs, with bodies that may have not seen gyms ever in their life. It's really preposterous to me, but you know, it is what it is. And I think that the more that the mind virus goes without being addressed, the more that people can look to podcast shows like this as a way to be influenced. No wonder there's so many men that are saying, see ya, and they're going abroad. Questions, comments, concerns?
Sheesh, man. I would love to run through this again. That's why I like this, because I'm going to love to run through this again. Just to know, like, yo, what I said wasn't bullshit. Bullshit. But we could rock out.
Thank you.
NYC man pushed onto train. Man pushed onto NYC train.
It is
I ain't been to school
that
in a
easy to
minute.
make good beats with this kid.
So if I read shit backwards, pardon me. Half
Man
my
was
intelligence
shoved
gone.
in front of a train in New York City. Take a look. Let's keep it rocking.
Now to that other breaking news we're following tonight. A man is dead after being shoved in front of a subway train in East Harlem. Another man is in custody, accused of pushing the victim. And police tonight are saying this was an unprovoked attack. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo has the breaking details.
Crime scene investigators are still on hand. This subway rider was pronounced dead at this station, one that so many people use to get from point A to point B. He lost his life because of it. EMS workers rushed into the 125th Street station. Strategic response officers steered clueless strap hangers away from a tragedy, one that could sadly happen to any unsuspecting subway rider.
I gotta be careful. Anybody could get pushed, and somebody got pushed tonight.
But I take this line, and it's just tragic because, you know, that's somebody's life.
It's more tragic because I was one of the people that was saying, yo, that shit was happening. Yeah, people was getting pushed onto the tracks and shit by crazy people, but it wasn't like prevalent. Like, that's not some shit that's happening every day. And now here it comes, that crazy bullshit pushing people onto tracks. The subway tracks is becoming more and more of a fucking story that I'm hearing. Not to say that it's happening every day, not to say that it's happening every other day, but I can't sit with that same sentiment to say, like, yo, it's not happening as often as it is. It's happening very often, and it's fucked up. It's very crazy. It's very fucking crazy. Part of my language still, but motherfucker, yo, New York is really turning into Gotham City, yo. Deadass. And we don't got no Batman. We don't got no Superman. We don't got no Green Lantern. But we got the Joker, we got the Penguin, we got Bane, we got all that other. We got all the villains, we don't got none of the heroes. That's crazy. And Stan Lee is dead.
Not a basket stretcher nor any emergency medical tool could do anything to save the life of the man in his 40s who police say was shoved onto the train.
In his 40s. Imagine. That's why I say, yo, these motherfuckers as adults now, or motherfuckers who had kids who are turning into adults now, that whole generation right there is fucking... I can only pray I live a long time, man. Because I don't wanna go out like this, man. TikTokers getting dropped off of fucking bridges. 40-year-olds getting pushed onto train tracks. Like, nah. It ain't right. Something's
Train
wrong.
tracks in an unprovoked attack.
You know, you want to be able to trust your fellow citizens, but it's tough.
Brandon Daniel uses this station all the time. The flashing police lights, waiting ambulances, and pieces of police tape blocking the platform to the 4, 5, and 6 lines all got his attention.
How do you stop like one person from making like an act, right? Like, that's really difficult, like in a huge transit system like this.
The NYPD has certainly...
And that's when you start to realize that, yo, we are in a place of chaos. When you're here now worrying about controlling the acts of others, we're in a place of chaos. You're not supposed to worry about controlling the acts of others. Normally, in a normal society, what we traditionally know as normal is if somebody acts out of pocket or out of line, we look at the community. What is wrong with the place that this person comes from that has spawned this person? So people in that community would normally be like, yo, we act accordingly. We act decent. Why is this person acting like that? That's a normal procedure. This abnormal shit is, this person is acting crazy. How can we change this person? Not how can we change ourselves? What's wrong with us that we're spawning this type of shit in society? It's what's wrong with this person? He's becoming a problem to our society. That's where we going with it. That shit is crazy too. That shit crazy too. Take my word for it. I'm just saying.
They've been trying by surging officers into the system to make New Yorkers feel safe. But when it comes to this heavily trafficked station at 125th Street in Lexington, Mela says there's a glaring need.
In Lexington.
They should enhance more like those drug programs, rehabilitation, stuff like that. Mental health awareness really needs to be more emphasized.
When a life was taken tonight, just before 7 o'clock, all seemed to come to a halt, except for the police, who jumped into action and took into custody the suspect, a 45-year-old man accused of pushing that subway rider into an incoming northbound 4 train. Other riders tonight feel the pain.
Not the 4 train.
Sounds like a tragedy.
Ain't that around all hood? Right there, yeah. The 4 train? But it happened at, where did it happen at too? In Harlem? It was in East Harlem train. Yep, in East Harlem. Yep. Sheesh. That's right there.
What the heck is going on over in New York? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Don't worry about it, nigga. We got it. We gonna deal with what we deal with. Don't worry. Motherfuckers getting pushed on the train. Stay where you at. If you don't want to take public transportation, and the traffic over here is terrible as well. So, yeah.
What is happening over in New York? How did the subway system in New York become so evil? That is something that you see in a movie. You know what I'm saying? You like, that's a plot. Ain't no mental health, ain't none of that junk that you gonna do that's gonna be able to change that.
Nah, man. It's the mental health. It's something in the water. It gotta be something mental health. Why are people pushing people onto the subway tracks? What do you mean it's a plot? It's a movie plot? So what? We just all becoming zombies pushing each other onto subway tracks? That's what he must be saying. Fuck out of here. Yeah, it's mental health, nigga.
One person out of 8.5 million people that catch the subway or is in New York City every single day to go down there and be able to push somebody onto an oncoming train on a subway.
I'm more talking to you than I'm talking to.
Crazy.
You know what I'm
That is
saying?
crazy. I don't know how New York descended so far into chaos, destruction, and evil.
You said they what?
But
That's a great topic.
Yeah.
good God. You can't even catch public transportation without people throwing you on the subway no more? They pushing you on the subway. Also in New York, a New York police officer was shot and killed for a random stop today. In the entire
Again, because he wasn't minding his business. He wasn't minding the taxpayer's business. The business that pays him, he wasn't doing that. They want to just go on ahead and smooth that part over. This nigga was going on ahead and violating somebody's human rights. And that person had the right to then defend their right and blow this motherfucker away. I feel bad for his wife and his little white baby boy. I do. But past that part, he is a pig doing what pigs do. His 3 years on the service, at least he only got 3 years of doing wicked bullshit. Because obviously in the 2 years before that 3rd year, he must have just been trained in bullshit. And that same bullshit got him blown the fuck away. And I'm not trying to, develop any enemies in the fucking NYPD system. I'm not trying to develop no enemies amongst the fucking constabulary force or whatever the fuck. At the end of the day, man, I don't got no sympathy for no pig getting blown away. And the saddest part is it happened in Queens. Like, the saddest part is he got blew away by a nigga named Guy Rivera in Queens, in Far Rockaway. But shout out to Queens though. They got one. Shout out to Queens. No, real talk. Like, nobody's supposed to have sympathy for no. They got enough sympathy. His brothers and sisters in blue. He Yeah, they got enough pigs to go on ahead and cry us some fucking frying grease. They got enough of that. I'm good. I don't feel bad for this nigga at all. Like cause they don't even talk about. I seen like 3 news reports about it, and in like 2 of them, matter of fact, in all the news reports, they don't talk about it. They gotta go to the video footage of niggas telling what happened. Because in the news reports, they just saying, oh, and the passenger jumped out and shot him in the gut. No. When they tell the truth is this nigga came over to the passenger seat in a traffic stop. Why are you coming over to the passenger seat and opening the passenger door? That means that we're not even talking about the driver no more. We're talking about the passenger. You open the passenger door and you tried to get him out of the car. He got out the car. I'm sure in the car he was trying to tell you, yo, you don't want me to get out of this car because if I get out of this car, it's not gonna be pretty. Regular New York shit. That's some regular New York lingo. I don't give a fuck if you an officer. I don't give a fuck if you white. I don't give a fuck who you are. You pulled this nigga over. So if you come over here, because I got nothing to do with this shit, the only shit I have to do with it is that I'm in the car. Y'all can go on ahead and get me out of the car on a different note. But for the fact of you here telling me to get out the car, I don't. It's a regular traffic stop. Then they try to say, oh, the driver had prior convictions and this, that, and the third. It's a traffic stop. You didn't stop me because you had prior fucking knowledge of me doing any crime or plausible cause. It's a traffic stop. Why are you coming over to the passenger side forcing somebody out of their seat? Or because the nigga don't want to get up. And then the nigga's name is Guy Rivera. You fucked with the guy. The guy said, yo, you got a problem with the driver. You don't need me to come out the car. Get him out the car, and if anything, I got my license. I could drive this car to a better destination than right here in this fucking illegal spot. That's probably where Guy was coming from. I'm siding with the guy, nigga, all day. I'm never gonna side with this pig. He should not have came over to that passenger side. And that's why he died. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But hey, you know what I'm saying? All those go to heaven, man. All those go to heaven. I heard he fought. I heard he fought for his life. I heard he wrestled the gun out of that nigga hand. But he succumbed to his injuries. You know what I mean? Yeah. Queens got one. Put one on the fucking board. Put that on the scoreboard. Cause this nigga really tried it. Why are you coming to the I'm pissed off. I'm not pissed that he died. I'm pissed that why did you didn't have that was unnecessary. And now everybody gotta have sympathy for your unnecessary death. His death equates to that nigga dancing on that 18-wheeler and getting smacked off of the bridge. It's the same thing. It's unfucking necessary. But you chose to do it, and look where you at now. Niggas ain't gonna have sympathy for that. I'm sorry. You wanna have all these brothers in blue crying, oh, he was doing his job, keeping motherfuckers safe. He should have kept himself safe.
Entire police force is mourning, and this happens more often than you think. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out.
First tonight, more breaking news, this time in Queens.
A New York City cop shot and killed during a traffic stop in Far Rockaway. A visibly shaken Mayor Adams delivering the news.
We lost one of our sons today.
Other cops returning fire tonight, hitting one of the suspects.
We have 2 reports. Lucy Yang on the scene with what eyewitnesses saw and heard, and Jim Dolan at Jamaica Hospital, where so many of that officer's brothers and sisters in blue are still gathered tonight. Jim?
Sandra, this should have been just a routine traffic stop. A car illegally parked in a bus stop in Far Rockaway. But as officers approached that car, one of the passengers in it pulled a gun and shot one of the officers just below his protective vest. Jonathan Diller was a father and a husband, and he was a cop who protected this city until his final breath. Jonathan Diller was a cop for just 3 years, protecting the city he loved and standing tonight in the breach.
It is the good guys against the bad guys. And these bad guys are violent. They carry guns.
I know it's wrong, but it feels so...
Shake a leg.
That's what I'm saying. I know it's wrong to feel bad about this or feel... I'm not celebrating this nigga dying. I know it's bad to talk how I'm talking, but it feels so good because at the end of the day, like, yo, some motherfuckers indict themselves and some motherfuckers exterminate themselves. And I'm tired of seeing motherfucking black people indicting themselves, black people exterminating themselves. And it's that same constabulary force that went on ahead and exterminated themselves. And he just so happened to be white. Come on, I'm not racist. I'm not trying to be on no bigotry shit. I'm just saying, like, I feel sorry for his little white baby. If he was a black motherfucker, I'd feel sorry for his little black baby. Like, I'm not, like, why we gotta go on ahead and make me the fucking bad guy? Like, nah, I'm just getting ahead of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get monetized type shit. So, I'm just trying to get ahead of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I stand by what I said. He wasn't protecting and serving when he got blown away. He was harassing. I think that should happen to all motherfuckers who harass. If they don't get... I hope he had the forgiveness of Jesus in his soul, in his heart. And he got called home. That's all. He got called home. That's it. That's all we gonna call it. Hope he had the forgiveness of Jesus in his heart. He got called home. Because, real shit, he was harassing. When you harass and pester, you should get fested, nigga, straight up. Fested with the shit.
Public safety, which is that police uniform, they have a total disregard for.
Police officers from the NYPD's community response team embraced tonight. Grim, mournful support after losing one of their own. Shattered glass on the streets of Far Rockaway, where an officer and his partner were stopping a car there tonight when the passenger in the front seat pulled a gun.
He was asked to leave the car. He was given a lawful order numerous times to step out of the car. He refused. And when the officer took him out of the car, instead of stepping out of the car, he shot our officer.
The officer's partner returned fire, hitting the gunman, but...
Yeah. Man, why I gotta leave for? You know what? If I'm leaving, we both leaving.
They still scuffled as the gunman dropped his weapon.
The gun hit the ground, and as the perpetrator was still reaching for it, this cop was...
So, Bronx keep creating it, Queens keep faking it. They wasn't faking it. They wasn't faking it then, man. Leave me alone.
able to grab it, although he was still
shot.
We should not be here right now.
Okay, I'm
we should
reloaded.
Never be here praying for the life of an NYPD officer. But we are. And this is why.
Jonathan Diller leaves behind a wife and a child and both his parents and a city that mourns with them tonight.
Dang, man. Oh.
Y'all do realize that these are regular, everyday people that's trying to serve their community.
Nope, they took an oath to not be regular no more. Sorry.
And that every single day that these people go out and about to be able to do their job, they have no idea whether or not they're going to return home every day.
He wasn't ambushed. He was harassing somebody, so he obviously didn't care about returning home. He thought he was just doing his job. Getting smoked like that is not your job, brother. Straight like that. Straight like that. But I understand peer pressure. That's why the system needs to be reformed. Real talk. These motherfuckers need to be on some type of time where they teaching each other how to stay alive instead of getting in fucking do or die situations like this.
And we have a complete disregard as a society for human life. He had a wife Kids.
A kid. Not plural, singular.
And somebody just completely 100% unprovoked. No, this is not somebody putting a knee on somebody's neck. No, this is not somebody that is racially profiling. This is a regular, everyday person that was on a police force for 3 years. 3 years. Went to work.
What's that 3 years supposed to mean to me?
Did a regular traffic stop and got killed.
Alright, that's where I'm gonna end it, because at the end of the day, we're not gonna keep on treating it like it was just a regular traffic stop. This nigga did what he did and got what he got. Yo, appreciate y'all if y'all tuned in. Yeah, we out there straight like that.